94.3.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Hello. Minissha Lamba is here. We're streaming live audio online all over the nation. www.onecast.in, numeral 1cast.in, 94.3 on the FM band and your radio sets right here in Mumbai City. Only if you're not driving, statutory warning. If you're in the backseat of a radio taxi, if you're in a chauffeur-driven car, you're at home, at work, you want to stream some video live, we are facebook.com/radio1.mum. What's up, Minissha? How you doing?
Hello.
Good to
It's
see
so
you.
good to be here. Bright and early in the morning.
Lovely. Now, theatre doesn't work like television or cinema, does it? I mean, there's no, here's a casting director who takes a screen test, a look test, you come and do your taped audition, and then you get cast for it. It's a lot more casual, but at the same time, it's a lot more difficult. Talk me through the process, how Mera happened.
So the play happened quite by a stroke of destiny, I should say. I met the producer, Mr. Ashwin Gidwani of AGP Productions, very randomly at a common friend's wedding. And you know how it goes at places like that in our industry. You know, hey, do you want to work in theatre? And I said, of course I want to work in theatre. And he goes like, okay, fine, I will give you a call. And I was like, yes, definitely give me a call. I know you think that this is party talk and nothing will happen out of it. But in 2 days, I get a call and we meet for a project which doesn't pan out. And then Mira happens. I meet with the director and he narrates and I have no idea, you know, Ashwin has not given me any preface as to what kind of a story is it, this, that. So as the, director comes in, Sefs, and he's like, okay, this is a solo play and you'll be playing all the characters and let's start reading. And as I hear the play, the script is interesting, I'm riveted and I am scared. I'm actually terrified that, okay, fine, this is an interesting story to hear, but will I be able to pull off all these characters? So the selfish actress in me, immediately as soon as he finished, I said, great, I am on. You know, I didn't give myself a chance to think because if I went back home and I thought about it, I would chicken out. So I just said, yes, amazing, I'm on, and committed myself to it there and then. So this is how, literally, it was a stroke of destiny. You know, when something has to come to you, you'll meet someone randomly somewhere and things will just work out.
And the thing about the stage is it's instant and it's immediate. There are no retakes. And when you're standing there with all those prying eyes literally looking at you, it's a lot different from just staring down an inanimate object, which is the camera. And you've just premiered it in Delhi. So first-hand account of how it was there on premiere night. And incidentally, all of you who listen, premiere night is tonight at the Tata in Mumbai at the NCPA. So Delhi.
Well, it helps a lot when the lights are so bright and you cannot see your audience.
True that, Minissha.
So then after we performed that, we had 2 shows that came up in Miranda House, my alma mater. They were very excited.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt this. So, I mean, much before we came to Mumbai, my Nana used to work in the Attorney General's office back in the day in Delhi, and my mother went to Miranda House. So she'd be extremely happy to know this. So continue.
Yes, so I was in Miranda House and they'd heard that I was performing and they said, would you like to perform? And I said yes, because I'd never given back to my college. This was my way of giving back. But out there, of course, because it's a college auditorium, it wasn't a complete blackout, so I could see everyone. So that is my practice then of now you're seeing your entire audience and how are you going to react when you're now looking into their eyes and watching them look at you. So it's been a learning experience. I've never been to Tata before. I've never seen the theatre. That's a horrible, thing for me to... it's not good. I should have been there before. This is the first time I'm going to step in and see the theatre.
Wow.
So it's like I have butterflies in my stomach. It's literally like the biggest test of my life right now.
Well, you can always go and spend the day there. Today,
That's exactly
at least.
what I'm doing right now.
You're going to go from here.
I'm going to go from here. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to get the lay of the land. I'm going to just absorb the place right now because I've been hearing such beautiful things about how it's such an amazing theatre to perform in for any theatre artist and all of that. And all that is just scaring me even more.
No. What you must do is you must sit at the center of the empty auditorium and imagine Zubin Mehta performing there, and imagine Salman Rushdie reading there. Imagine Vikram Seth doing poems there, and all the greats of yore doing it. And suddenly it will infuse you. The powers and the spirits that be will infuse you with the energy that you need this evening. I'm telling you. Do that.
Wow, that is great inspiration. Are you coming for the show?
That is an entirely a different. But if I do, and I don't know if there are any seats available, why don't you
we'll
guys
figure
go?
something out for you.
How sweet.
Don't
Maybe
talk
I can
about
just sit
that.
on the wings or something like that.
No, but you got to watch the show. What's the point in you sitting in the wings?
Correct. In theatre, you've got to be up front there. That's
Yes.
right. So maybe I'll take the staircase or something. But then you guys, you can go check out tickets at Book My Show. Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
tickets on Book My Show. Mirror Mirror is the place. 7:30 this evening, 1st of October at the Tata Theatre, NCPA.
James Brown, I Feel Good, back in a couple of minutes with Minissha Lamba. James Brown, I Feel Good. I like the fact that Minissha Lamba is feeling good. She's live in studio. We're streaming audio online all over the nation. www.onecast.in. Numeral 1cast.in. 94.3 in the FM band in your radio sets right here in Mumbai City. And like I said, Facebook Live at radio1.me.
94.3
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
11 characters, is it?
Yes.
My God. And these are all people who are you at various phases of your life. Is that it? So
No.
take me through how you're playing these 11 characters.
Okay, no. It's not Meenal's character. So she's narrating her life story. All right, she's narrating her life story and all the principal characters that were involved in shaping where she has reached today. In her personal, in her this journey of hers, in her revenge drama. So instead of the script requiring different actors to come and play small parts in a scene, walk on parts and all, the way the story has been written is that she plays all the parts.
So what would these parts be? Just give me a sneak peek.
So that would be me, the narrator of the story, Meenal, me playing my 4-year-old selves, my sister
Wow.
and me. So
Wow.
we're twins. So playing our 4-year-old selves, me playing my mother, my father, my 15-year-old self, my husband, my younger son, my 6-year-old son. So playing all these characters.
So do you tweak your voice, change it, or is it just a performance twist?
I tweak my voice as much as I can. For me, it was the male characters that were very difficult to do because there was only that much difference in my voice that I could, bring about. So with my husband's character, we've done something very interesting, which I'm waiting for audience reaction on that.
Fine. So don't give too much away, but just the fact that it's a revenge drama and what really happens, the basic premise of it from which, the whole story evolves and all these 11 characters come into play, please.
The basic premise is that even though if nothing can happen to you, it is your own insecurities and your own neurosis that can ruin your life. You don't have to have a terrible tragedy happen to you. You can make your tragedy for yourself. Your own living hell, you can make it for yourself just by what you think up here. And that's what it's about, And it actually is, because the play is the way it is, subject-wise, our director, Mr. Saif, he has done an incredible job in making it light. In making it as light as possible so that it's a 75 minutes solo. But what people have been telling us is that it breezes past. They don't realize that 70 minutes are done and the play is over. So that, writing a script is one thing, performing it is one thing, but having your director who knows how to
get the best out of you.
best out of the play as well.
Out of the play as well. Yeah. So solo piece 75, my God, it must be exhausting. So extra time on the cross trainer as far as cardio is concerned, because a lot of theatre pieces is all about the breath control, isn't it?
Yes.
Considering you're on stage for such a long span of time, so is it mentally and physically exhausting, or is it exhilarating?
Well, luckily this is not a physically demanding play, so physically it wasn't exhausting. But yes, when I used to practice, by the 4th scene, my mouth would be dry, my tongue would be heavy, I wouldn't be able to, I would be getting head rushes, from the talking. Then one fine day, Sir just gets up and says, because after the fourth scene was supposed to be the interval, so Sir just gets up and says, I'm cutting the interval. I said, what? What do you mean you're cutting the interval? I need a 5-minute break. I need to go have water. I need to do something.
Yeah.
He said, no, we don't need a break. It's 75 minutes. I think a break will just kill the flow, the momentum of the play. And now when I go on stage, when I do tech runs, I can do 2 shows back to back.
Wow. Wow. So it's all about the practice of it, isn't it?
It is.
What's the most difficult part to play? You briefly mentioned your husband. Would that be the most difficult amongst all these characters?
Actually, because Sir has made a very interesting treatment with the husband, that's my favorite part to play, because there's another minor talent of mine that gets used in that. Now I can't reveal what that talent is. I can't reveal what that talent is, but you will have to watch this.
Is it
show
dancing?
for it. That is not a talent of mine, unfortunately.
So Mirror, Mirror, the title signifies what then?
The title signifies exactly that you are you could be your worst enemy. You know, what you see in the mirror defines who you are. And if you see someone that is unloved, then that's what your perception of yourself is.
Wow.
You know, there's this amazing, okay, I'm just going to crack a joke out here. So I saw this amazing funny meme out there where, you know, when women look at themselves in the mirror, they see someone fat and pudgy and all of that. And on the other side, there was a man looking at himself in the mirror. And the woman who was perfectly fine looks at herself in the mirror and she sees a fat girl and she's unhappy with herself. And on the other side, there's a pudgy guy looking at himself in the mirror and he looks at himself and sees like a He-Man out there with biceps and this and
Like his version of Thor.
his version of, oh my God, that's how I look.
Very well put. A bit of philosophy there. Okay, you have any messages? I'm happy to read it out on air. 99677. That's the WhatsApp number. On Twitter as well as Facebook, you go to the search bar. It's at HRISHIKAY. And I'll pop up. You could tweet out with your name, post in the timeline inbox with your name, and facebook.com/radio1.mum. We're taking Michael Bublé's Hollywood and then some messages. So you're not going to hear us for the next 8 minutes. So, you have any questions or messages? Like I said, get busy. 5 seconds of summer's new hit, the hot current hit, worldwide hit called Valentine. Audio online all over the nation, www.onecast.i and numeral1cast.i and 94.3 in the FM band and your radio sets right here in Mumbai City. Only if you're not driving. Statutory warning, we're streaming video live on Twitter now at HRISHIKAY. We've tagged Minissha Lamba, our lovely guest's Twitter handle. More conversation. Remember, Mirror, Mirror. Her play premieres this evening at the Tata. NCPA tickets are at Book My Show. More conversation.
94.3
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
Wow, you're a poker player. I had somebody who runs a poker club come in here, and he was giving me the sheer number of people online who are playing poker. And I was stunned. You would think that it's a small community, but it's a bustling, huge, vibrant community.
Oh, that definitely is, because the game is so simulating. It is something that keeps you on your toes, makes you think a lot. I would actually akin it to being on the stock market. So you have your research to do, you have your learning to do, and then there's something called practically diving in and actually being, I would actually akin it to a daily trader. Being someone who's a daily trader and all of that. So it's very interesting.
So are these long sleepless nights, or do you pick your time? When do you play?
You pick your time. You depend. You can play online. You can play with friends. When you travel abroad, you can play. So it's if you can go anywhere in the world. You can party. You can play poker. You're sorted.
How good are you is the question.
That is that is something you'll have to ask other people, because to me, I'm the best.
Are you winning a lot? That is a critical question.
The best is how you play, actually. I can't talk about anything.
But you are aligned with a platform, isn't it? I mean,
yes. There is an online portal, the biggest online portal in India, that has signed me as their team pro, their celebrity poker player, to, of course, promote the sport in India a lot more. Also, to have more female representation of the sport.
What is it that's really exciting about the sport? I mean, my abiding image is always seeing Mel Gibson in a Hollywood motion picture with poker cards in his hand and looking all sexy and swaggy and things like that. But obviously, there's more to it. Like you said, it's a game of research, it's a game of skill. But what gets you going in particular about poker?
See, what I love about poker is that it's a great equalizer. You play any sport. Let's say you like playing golf. You'll go play, at Willingdon or wherever. You'll never be able to play golf with Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You will never be able to play golf with Tiger Woods. If you play tennis, right? He's too far ahead. But poker is such an equalizer. You can play on a table with a Chinese billionaire. You can play on the table with a WSOP bracelet holder. You can play with the biggest cash game player, Phil Ivey. It's a great equalizer. You can play with anyone on a table. That's what I love about this game.
That's a very, very interesting point. And you also have a fiction TV show. This is on Colors, right?
Yes.
It's called InternetWala Love.
InternetWala Love.
InternetWala Love. So what do you do in InternetWala Love?
In InternetWala Love, actually, I play the boss of a media house and I have a radio show.
What are you saying?
Yes.
How cool is that?
That is
so
extremely
is this like
cool.
a call-in kind of show, or do you do what I do, which is interview people? How does it
So
work?
I'm the boss of the show, and the main lead, who is Jay, is my top RJ. In fact, he's the top RJ of the country.
Wow.
So that's where the work drama and everything unfolds, and it's about how all our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat and all of that, how our relationships happen over that, how all our musty, fun, nonsense, everything happens over that, and how it rules our life today. The Gen X life and now the millennial life is being ruled by social media.
So you're a boss of the radio station? Do you present the show yourself? Jay presents the show.
Jay presents the show and I'm the boss. The lady boss.
Lovely. We're going to chat a little more about that. Here's a retro hit, Genesis, GC Loves Me. Phil Collins' band Genesis, GC Knows Me at 9:35. We're streaming video live on Instagram now at HRISHIKAY. Only if you're not driving, still audio online all over India. www.onecast.in, numeral 1cast.in, and 94.3 on the FM band on your radio sets right here in Mumbai City. Actress Minissha Lamba is in the studio. Lots of excitement in her life. Her poker life is looking up. She is very passionate about the card game. InternetWala Love has premiered on a prominent TV channel. Mirror Mirror is a debut theatrical piece, and more chat.
94.3
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
So I believe that music is a very integral part of the play. And first, how do you visualize your character, and where does music come in? How does music come in?
Okay, so as I said, the male characters were extremely challenging for me to perform, and it came to the point of performing my husband's character. And I said, sir, there's no way I can modulate another male voice. It's not possible. He said, you know what? He closed his eyes, he thought, and then he said, sing the lines. I said, what? He said, sing the lines. I said, sir, ये क्या पागलपंती है, sir? People are going to be wondering कि क्या हो रहा है इस play में. He said, कुछ नहीं होगा. Trust me, it'll work. Sing the lines. कुछ करो, गाओ. So I was like, okay, sir, now let me just go through the lines, let me figure out. And, now you have to sing the line, means you've got to now have a tune for it. And every tune can't be the same. It can't be like a boring tune now if you're singing it, right? You make it interesting. Now, I'm not a music composer, and, we didn't have someone sitting out there who would compose it. So I said, sir, give me a day. Let me go back and, figure out how to fit in a tune to these various lines and all of that. And I was thinking about the character. The character, he's very lovable. He's one of those, Disney characters who's just, like have you heard Boys to Men when you were growing up? I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you.
Sweet, Minissha Lamba. Sweet.
So
what a
that
singing
is
voice.
the character. That is the character. So I was like, listen, I went through all my Disney songs and Mariah Carey songs and all of that, and listening to the prominent tunes and all of that, and I fitted in the words to various tunes. And that's how Danish's character, my husband's character, has come to life, and it's my favorite character to play. But people don't see it coming. Suddenly she's narrating, she's going into different voices, different body language and all that for the children, her husband, her chachi, yada, yada, yada. And suddenly when it comes to her husband, she just suddenly breaks into a song. it suddenly becomes like a happy Disney moment out there, So it's something that catches the audience by surprise. Not anymore now, because we've revealed it out here.
I bet you there are some people who will be inching their way to book my show only because of this piece to buy more tickets. Because I really think it's novel, because who would have thought that you're going to be singing contemporary pop and you have a singing voice like the way you did?
Oh my God.
So come on, sing me. I mean, I'm hungry for more now. Now that you've done some Boys to Men, sing me some more.
Sing you some more?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. What's my favorite song these days? Hey, give me my
Maybe something from the play. I mean, you don't have to figure out.
I'm composing everything myself.
So
I sing the Ave Maria also.
You do?
Yes.
Wow.
But just a little bit for 3 words.
Sure.
4 words actually. So I introduce it into I sing the Ave Maria in that. Can I sing it? I'm asking permission from my.
No, you can. It's been taken. Don't worry.
So I just sing the Ave Maria only. Then I won't say. Go. Ave Maria.
Well done, Minissha Lamba. Back after these messages to say bye-bye to her. Don't go anywhere. Robbie Williams, let me entertain you. Minissha Lamba is here to entertain you. Last leg of conversation.
94.3
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
Well, somebody just tweeted out saying they cannot forget you in Yaha, which is your debut film. I remember at the time when you debuted in Yaha, and I was doing a lot of voiceover work for Shujit Sarkar, because Shujit does all these ad films. I continue to do so. And calling Shujit up and saying, my God, who's this girl? It was a great movie, wasn't it?
Oh my God, Sujit sir is brilliant. He's a brilliant storyteller, a brilliant visual storyteller. And his stories, if you see, they're all simple stories told from the heart. There's nothing like... He's just amazing. I feel that he needs to get way more credit and be one of those superstar directors, because he's definitely he's a powerhouse of talent.
How much is that Minissha different from this Minissha? Were you a kid with stars in your eyes, a little nervous and edgy, waiting to break onto the big stage, and now are you older and wiser? Talk me through the journey.
Oh, definitely older and wiser. But acting came to me as a fluke, because I was also modeling a lot in school, college, and etc. etc. And one of the ads that I did was a Cadbury commercial which Sujit directed. And immediately after he did that, he said, I want you to do my film and all of that. And it took quite a bit of convincing for them to convince my parents also, that she should come and, she should do my film. So I was scared, I was nervous, I was not sure what I was getting into, and filming was extremely tough because I didn't know how to act, so this was a very tough role to dive into. And now even with theatre, I'm diving in with a very tough role. So I think both the debuts are they have been path changing for me. Yahan was path changing in terms of my life now becoming where I was going to be an actress, and debuting on theatre is path changing for me, because again it is something I'm reinventing right now. And
you're playing Nasty in InternetWala Love, I believe.
Sorry?
You're playing Nasty.
Oh, I'm playing a lady boss. Lady boss.
But is she a bit of a nasty person? Is she like villainous?
No,
Is she
she's
all
not
good?
villainous. She's just someone who's extremely successful, and when you're extremely successful, to get there, you've got to be tough, and to remain there, you've got to be tougher.
So in that aspect, it's not playing nice girl. It's
not playing people pleaser. It's playing your boss. Like she is your boss, and if you've got to be with her, you've got to live up to her levels, because she's at number 1, and she's not going to let you drag her down to number 2.
So these are exciting times for Minissha Lamba, and Mirror Mirror the play also will come to Bandra later. That's the 13th, you said, right?
13th of October in Bandra at St. Andrews. Mirror Mirror is a play produced by Mr. Ashwin Gidwani of AGP Productions, directed by Saif sir, and starring Minissha Lamba in the lead role.
Lovely. Your most defining moment in the play would be what, the singing? Or is there something else that you'd like to give us a sneak peek on?
I think it's the singing, and it's of course me playing the children's character. That's interesting. So I'm playing the female children character, me and my younger sister at 4 years old, and I'm playing my son also at 6 years old. So I was like, sir, now how to play? He's like, don't worry, he's like, children up to the age of 7, 8, boy girl sounds the same. उनकी आवाज टूटी नहीं होती है. So they sound the same. Don't worry about it. तुम कर लो. So I was like, actually, you're right.
What are Diwali plans? Is there a sufficient amount of poker that's lined up for Diwali in the Lamba household?
Oh no, it's only going to be family time and all. Family will kick me if I have poker or anything like that happening.
Is home still Delhi? Do you go back?
No. Home is Mumbai. Home has been Mumbai now for
Always.
the past like 13 years.
Yeah, so it's family time, and
It's
what's the
family
food
time.
that circulates? What's the food that
Oh
circulates?
God,
in Diwali?
please don't ask me about that, because that's 10 days before of me being absolutely vicious to myself, and then 2 months of guilt post that. So it's interesting time. Indian food, of course.
Indian
Indian
food, yeah.
meetha, this and that. Oof. Mujhe yaad mat dao. Why have you done this
It's
to me?
just around the corner, Minissha. Listen, thank you for rolling by, and all the best. Yeah?
Thank you,
Cheers.
thank you.
Messages back.